back to Rupy's Break from Reality, where I am heading out of Abino, and here is Yuko-san, who has been my amazing host for the last couple of days. And as we look around, you can see the entire Abino plateau, including Karakuni and the Kyushu mountains that we were at yesterday. See, she's trying to hide. There you go, there's no hiding. So, in the rest of this video, you will see you'll see me making pottery. You'll see some karaoke, but not as you know it. You'll clearly see me climbing up the mountain. This is a good one. Abino has been one of the best parts of my whole trip, and most of it is down to Yuko-san. So you must come to Abino, and you must stay at Yuko-san's place, and maybe you'll be able to get involved in some karaoke, maybe you'll be able to get involved in some pottery making, and if you ask nicely, Kubo-san might take you all the way to the top. Come to Abino, it's wonderful. But now watch the rest of the video and you'll see the detail. See you all later. Bye.
Oh.
Rupy's Break from Reality, where you find me in a tiny little village called Abino. And the reason I'm here are the volcanoes. You know, in the earlier video where I said I couldn't get close to Shunmodake, I still can't get close to Shunmodake apparently. There's an exclusion zone. However, I can get to the highest peak, which is that one there. And from there I can see Shunmodake, which might still be smoking. This thing smoking behind me, I think, is a hot spring. It's very cool. Do you know, it's a beautiful day, and as it happened, the day didn't start very promisingly, because when I got to the nearest station, I was told I couldn't rent a car, so I had to get a cab, which is a real shame. International driving permit, apparently. That's what I needed. Oh well. So, I'm going to have a restful day today, and then tomorrow morning, I'm going to head up to Abino Plateau, and then there's 2-3 mile hike up to the top of that mountain. Now, Abino was on my list of places to come for a couple of James Bond related reasons. The first was to see Shunmodake, which I'll be able to see just behind those volcanoes later. And the second was, well, the roads and the hills that you can see now were actually used for the helicopter scenes. So Little Nelly in You Only Live Twice flies over all of these roads. How cool is that? And welcome back to Rupy's Break from Reality, where I'm about to climb that Mount Karakuni with my guide, Kabu-san. Kubo-san. I will get it right. You'll have to excuse the rather crazy hair this morning. But from the top, I'll be able to accomplish the mission that I was on last week to try and see Mount Shunmodake, the James Bond volcano. This is so cool. Over there, as you'll see in the picture, there's a smoking volcano just next to where we parked the car. How amazing is that? I'm so looking forward to this. And you can see the Kirishima azaleas, which are native to this area, and because of the extreme fertility created by all of the volcanic ash, this area is full of these azaleas, and this is about the only place in the world that you'll see them. More later. the sound that you can hear, the roaring sound, isn't the sea or a train, it's the venting of the volcanic gas. You can really smell the sulphur in the air. And there's that smoking volcano I was telling you about. Can you hear the roar? That's the gas. And I'm not alone, by the way. Quite a popular spot. And there's Kubo-san. Hello, Kubo-san. It's my water. And this Hoski, Iwo, Shiratori, and Ebino, and all of this forms the Ebino Plateau. So, we've made it about halfway to the 5th rest stop, and that is Mount Sakurajima, just outside Kagoshima, that we were at, or I was at last week. We're still going, we're nearly at the top, and look at this valley view. And that is Onami Lake. But look at this. It's just spectacular. And now that the weather has opened up a little bit, I reckon we're going to get a pretty good view of Shinmodake, the James Bond volcano. But for now, I'm going to put the camera down and focus on walking on this very, very rocky path. Because if the last thing you see on this video is me falling down, granted, good for comedy value, not so good for my pride. Regardless of what Marcellus Wallace said about pride in Pulp Fiction. Look at that, isn't it great? Oh, you can't see anything yet, can you? Because the camera angle's all wrong. A volcanic crater. Right there. At some point in the fairly recent past, that thing has gone kaboom and showered this area in lava and volcanic ash and all sorts. But now it looks so benign. Very steep. I'm not going down it. I might not get back up. And no, my luck, that'll be just when it decides to go again. So we're going to continue up this path and get to the top of Mount Karakuni. Here's that volcanic crater again. 900 meters across, 300 meters deep. I'm definitely not going down that, because giddy like a schoolboy that I am. We're almost at the top. There goes Kubo-san. That's my cue. And welcome back to Rupy's Break from Reality. My thoughts precisely. Where you... Okay. Where you find me, almost at the top. That's the top of Mount Karakuni. But the reason I've stopped here is because that, unfortunately now behind a cloud, is what I've come to see. That there. That is Mount Shinmodake, the Bond volcano. I know, it's so cool. I know I'm supposed to be all grown up about it and think, oh yes, how very, very interesting, but I cannot tell you how excited I am. I am literally as giddy as a schoolboy. It's so cool. And because it erupted fairly recently, this is almost as close as we're going to be able to get, but you can see just here some of the remnants of the lava. There's not much life in this bit here. I feel like a weatherman. Not much life in this bit here, because that's where the lava flowed down. I'll take some close-ups and put them on. Luckily, I have taken some pictures without the cloud cover, but I'm going to stay here for a while and see if I can get some pictures. without the cloud, but this is just one of my favourite views of all time. We've got the lake that we were looking at before, the rest of the Abino Plateau, and a few people having lunch. It's so cool. But there is Shinmodake. Anyway, I'm going up to the top of Karakuni. Have a look in. We made it. We're at the top of Mount Karakuni, 1,700 metres above sea level, and that is one big volcanic crater. And that is Mount Shinmodake again. You can see a little bit of steam coming out, but a lot of it is hidden by cloud. But there's another man that we met on the way up and back to Karakuni. What a trip! And there it is, Mount Shinmodake, without any cloud cover, but still smoking, and not because the top's opened and a rocket's just come out of it. Just awesome. So glad I came back to see that.